That tonight at 7 o'clock we'll do a little football, which ought to be a whole lot of fun. But right now I've got Tina May with me here, and Tina, welcome back.
Thank you.
You know what? It's always good to have you, because everybody that I normally bring in are guys like Jimmy Holbrook and John Reichley and those guys, you know.
What's wrong with that?
Well, the whole room goes really, you know, big fat old guys that come in here, and then, you know, now I bring you in and you bring life and beauty to the room. So there you are. You know,
well, thank you.
You're a lot cuter than Jimmy Holbrook and John Reichley. Did you know? Has anybody told you that?
No, well, just now.
Well, there you go. If nobody's told you that, then, and you don't realize that, then the next time you're standing next to John Reichley, get a mirror out, okay?
Okay.
And just take a look, and you'll notice a distinct difference between the two of you at that point in time. Okay.
You're funny.
It's good to have you here. It's good to have you back.
Well, thank you for having me.
You know, the last time we got you in here, you were just kind of getting started and about ready to spread your wings a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looks like the last couple of months you have really spread your wings a little bit, haven't you?
I feel like that.
Yes.
I feel like that. I feel more like I'm in a boat, just gliding along, grabbing the fish as they jump up with my bare hands. Opportunities just keep coming up, and I just grabbing them when they do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's the way life is, though, you know? It
Yeah.
really is.
Well, when you finally decide that you're going to do that, you know, before I would be like, nah, I can't do that, I can't do that. Now I'm like, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
That scares the crap out of me, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Does it still scare you?
A little bit, but not as bad, you know.
Yeah.
Every new thing that comes up gets a little bit easier. At first, I was scared to death just to play a little show because I was afraid of the reception, and, well, it was very nice.
For anybody who didn't catch Tina the first time she was here with us, let's refresh everybody right now. You're a nurse.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what you do primarily for a living.
That's my full-time job, yeah.
And you're over in Henry County?
Fulton County.
Fulton County.
Yeah.
You know, when Mary was here a minute ago, the jobs were over in Henry County, and I said Fulton County. Now you're here, and I've got to flip-flop the other way. So you can see it's a one brain cell.
It's a brain cell thing. Well, me too. So this should be a fun interview.
No doubt about
I'm a little spent.
I know, because you have, and we've got something we can share with that too, because we both have had family members.
Yeah.
Recently, we've gone through some tough times that way.
Right.
You're still going through it, right? Aren't you?
Yeah, it's happening right now. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is, and that time comes, and you just gotta go with it and deal with it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, is it easier? And I wanted to ask this question of a lot of different nurses, but do you deal with, what kind of nursing do you do? I've forgotten that.
Well, post-op orthos, but we do see end of life.
Yeah.
I mean, they bring hospice in every once in a while. We'll have very sick people that need transferred out, things like that. So it's pretty much almost everything.
Yeah.
Just when they get really, really bad and can recover, they get transferred to Toledo. But if they get real bad and won't recover, a lot of times we'll keep them. And I've been at people's bedsides and watched them go. And, you know, we're probably not supposed to do it, but I will pray at their bedside. And I haven't had anybody yell at me yet.
Well, there you go. Well, but it's, you know, is it different when it becomes a family member?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But, you know, the thing that I saw in the hospital, especially at the hospice when my mom was there, was how caring and how loving those people were, and how even in a short amount of time, even a week or two, they bonded with all the different people that were up there. And I asked them, a couple of them, how in the world do you do this? And they just said, this is what we're supposed to do. This is why we're here.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and that's good, you know, when you have nurses like that, because some of them are, you know, they've seen it so much, they don't think much about it.
Yes.
But I'm not one of those guys yet.
Yeah. Well, you've been nursing. How long have you been a nurse?
Almost 10 years now.
Okay.
But, you know, considering how old I am, that's not much. I was old when I went back to school, so I was 30 when I went back, so.
Yeah, you're just an old person. You're an old timer.
Just an old bat now.
Yeah, there you go, an old bat. All right, well, I've got some video going, and if anybody's up on live from the Funderdome right now, they will probably not call you an old bat. How's that?
There's video happening now.
Yeah, right now. How's that? I didn't want to
That's
scare
great,
you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, you need a little video, man. I've seen all your friends and everybody at video that Schlegel and those guys were on and everything, so you need a little more video yourself. How's that?
You know, I do. I'm trying to build things up, and Pete's actually one of them that told me, you know, I wasn't organized was my one thing. He's a great businessman, you know, and he goes, I can't even find you on the internet. I'm like, oh. He goes, well, where's your Facebook page? Well, therapy sessions. Well, that's confusing to people, I think. He's like, they need a name and they need a face. And so I listened to him on all that and stuff. Anything that he says, I told him, I said, you could tell me to jump off a cliff, and I probably would. Because there'll be something good at the bottom. I trust you that much.
Well, that's good. You know, it's good to find somebody like that, too.
Yeah, you know? And he's very open with information and how you can do this better. This is what you can do to be better. So I have you can go to TinaMayMusic.com and find me now.
There you go.
And that's because of him.
There you go. So you don't have to just go to therapy sessions anymore.
Right. And it's all tied together. It'll be tied together. Therapy sessions does exist, but he has Liberty Rose Band, Johnny does.
Okay.
And so I got the Tina May thing, but we still get together and do things like he was going to be here today.
Well, you know, we're just going to call him out right now.
We should.
That? You know, I think that's where it's at.
Should I tell people where he is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Seriously?
Yeah, sure.
Well, he's at a white supremacist
there you go.
function right now.
Hey, John, you wish you were here now, don't you?
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
We just told you where.
Paybacks are really hot. Actually, he's out providing for his family, but
well,
I have to say that.
When you can just tell right now that if you cross Tina May,
you don't want to.
it's all over, isn't it? Huh?
It can be. This is a big joke, but
she'll call you out.
You don't want to make me mad. That's for sure.
That's your brother, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Older, younger?
He's younger.
Okay.
That's funny because that's a joke, too, that I'm going to tell on the radio because he hates it.
All right,
I used to change his diapers. Okay. I said it, John, and you deserve it.
There you go.
He wasn't here to stop me.
Well, all he's got to do is show up because the last time you guys were supposed to come together, and he backed out on you at the very last minute.
Yeah.
You had to come in here, and you were worried about it. You were a little scared about the whole thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I was today I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
And I had things that I want to relay to people anyway, so I'm just kind of really excited to be here anyhow, regardless. It just would have been better if he was here.
Well, one of these days we will have to, because at this moment I'm really not sure that the guy even exists, okay?
Well, I could be making him up.
This could be that brother you always wanted and you never had, so you just made him up, and every time then you show up, you got to say, well, John's not here today.
Yeah, John doesn't exist.
Yeah.
This is so fun. I hope he hears this.
Well, it'll be on tape, so you can play it back.
Good. Yeah, we'll put it on the therapy session page too, so that he can feel like a real big rat.
There you go. Awesome. I like making him feel like a rat right now because he just kind of let you down for the second time in a row. That's it. Tina May's my guest right now, and we're talking music. And again, it's always fun. I love promoting local artists. And you especially have been just catching fire, it seems like, in the last few months, really. I see you were up at Cookies on Demand in Montpelier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what happens with me musically, I will play there. Yeah. I just love that place.
Yeah.
I love the owners, everything about it. And that was the first place we went to play, and the reception was just so wonderful. I couldn't believe it. I thought possibly could be laughed out of there, but the women just love this stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was very surprised, and it's just been getting better from there.
You played, John, you both played up there, or you played solo all the time?
John actually does come to that one.
Okay, all right. Very good.
Yeah, it's John and I. And we've been writing songs and everything, and I wanted to do one today. I won't do it without him, though, because the lead part's it's his song. It was his idea.
Okay.
But we'll get that recorded this winter, actually, where I already have a plan set out for that. So
that's so neat, because when it's been a few months since you've been in here,
mm-hmm.
and you really didn't have any kind of focus or vision at that point in time. You just had the desire to get back and really start to do what you love.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you started to do it again.
Yeah, I didn't even think about what my focus was, because I remember you asking me, what do you want to be doing? Mm-hmm. And I gave you a couple of ridiculous scenarios, and then one that I thought would really happen. One was get a CD recorded, but it was going to be in his studio. Well, now I've been talking to Chuck Mock, and we might I have 2 different projects I want to do. One is the one with John and his idea of a man named Samuel. The song is called October Wind, and we're building off of that. It's going to be kind of like a play. We did it out at Sweetwater, and we had a guy come up to us afterwards. He said, that was great. Yeah. And all those people are, they're college-educated, musician type. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get that done. Probably at Mock's studio, I think. We're still messing with that because he acted like he could use some of the things that John records in his.
Sure. Okay.
So that would save some money. But then I want to record my own stuff too. That's, just a little more country and just heartfelt songs. I might sing one today. My daughter came over and had a conversation with me, and I wrote a song about it, and it's just a funny song I don't think I'll record, so I might sing it today.
Wonderful. Okay, no, that would be wonderful. So now you started writing again since I saw you last, because you weren't writing anything at that point in time, were you? Am I wrong? We were working on this Sam thing, and that was it. Okay. But I hadn't really, I'm writing all the time, aside from John. Okay. So... yeah, I'm writing a lot more. I've registered with BMI so I can, be organized that way too, and get them recorded. Maybe do something with them. What I don't know, but either way, when I'm dead, my kids will have something to hear, and grandkids. That's my grandma. I'm loving it. Man. That is fantastic. Grandma will leave her legacy there.
I want to. Yeah. I really do, because my songs are parts of my life. Yeah. And they'll remember these parts, Everybody that comes across me needs to be careful because they might end up in a song.
Yeah. Well, that's the way songwriters are, honestly,
Yeah, conversations turn into songs.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And so how many songs have you penned here to this point in time since I've seen you last, roughly?
12.
12?
That's not a lot.
No, that's not. That is a lot.
Not really. To me, it isn't, but I have ones that I'll keep and actually want to use. I have like 4 that I want to do an EP and have that by spring. That's my goal.
Okay. Will that be done at Chuck's studio?
That one might not be. Okay. Yeah, that one might not be because I'm not sure who I want on it or whatever. It sounds like it might be even less expensive to go to Nashville and pay.
Really?
Based on what I'm being told, because I wanted to hand-pick musicians. Well, by the time you get done doing that, how long is that going to take,
Sure.
You can send a skeleton down there and they'll produce it.
Yeah.
And my thing is the lyrics.
Okay.
So whatever you got musically down there is going to be better than anything I can come up with in my mind. So to me, that sounded like a better way to go. We'll see.
What led you that direction?
Pete Schlegel.
There you go. Okay. All right. Okay.
But then others too. I've met other musicians that are big out on the road, and I'll just pin them and ask them questions while I got them, and they say the same thing. Yeah. So I think it just might be the smart thing to do. I just got to come up with the cash.
Well, there you go. A whole lot more appearances on Cookies on Demand and things like that. And
something. I'll think of something.
You will make it work.
I will think of something, yes.
All right. Tina May is our guest. We need to step away from news. When we come back, she'll have a guitar in her hand, and we're going to start to hear Tina and her lovely voice here today. And it's always great to have her in studio. 22 minutes after 11 on the Q 96.5 FM. Cool. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Nice and calm?
I think, I don't know.
And we're back here with Tina May, and we're chatting off a mic here a little bit, family situations and the way things work that way. So we turned her phone off, so we don't have to. We got her entire attention nowadays.
Yes,
how's that?
That's out of my. Yeah.
And we put a guitar in her hand, and I'm going to turn my mic off and let things go. Tina May, take it over.
I'm gonna do. It's a Patty Griffin song. Actually, I did not write this, but I kind of just learned it. I've always wanted to play it, and so here it is. There ain't no talking to this man. Ain't no pretty other side. There ain't no way to understand stupid words or pride. It would take an acrobat. Well, I already tried all that. I'm gonna let him fly. Things have moved at such a pace. The second hand just waved goodbye. You know the light has left his face. You can't recall just where or why. There's really nothing to it. I just went and cut right through it. I'm gonna let him fly. There's no mercy in a life wire, no rest in all the freedom. Choices we've been given, there's no choice at all. The proof is in the fire, and left before he moved away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You must always know how long to stay and when to go. There ain't no talking to this man. He's been trying to tell me so. There ain't no way to understand the beauty of just letting go. It would take an acrobat. I already tried all that. I'm gonna let him fly. I'm gonna let him fly. Oh, I'm gonna let him fly.
Wonderful. Yeah. And you know what? There's no reason for me to be afraid. You know? When you start playing the guitar and open that mouth, yeah.
I didn't open that mouth.
It's wonderful, man.
I'm not on my game today musically, but I just figure, you know, I'll pretend I'm singing in my kitchen and hope it's okay.
You're doing fine. How's that?
Thanks.
Tina May at 3/4 is still better than most. How's that? Okay, so just keep up that. That is wonderful. So, Patty Griffith, is that somebody that you really have enjoyed all your life?
Patty Griffin? No, not necessarily. Okay. I just really like that song. She's a lot of the songwriters.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Aren't great singers.
Sure, no, you're right, exactly.
But she is.
Yeah.
And I like her music and what she writes about and
she's
things like that.
She's written so many songs that other people have taken, though.
Yeah, and that's what she does. You know, to me, that would be a dream. Yeah. I enjoy performing, but sure. I really, really love writing. And it would just make my day if somebody could take something I created and make a life with it. And I don't know. We'll see. You never know. It's the thing.
No, you don't. You don't ever know. And you don't do what you're doing right now.
Right.
You won't ever know. And then the last thing you're going to do is wonder, you know.
Right.
And when you hit that old age, when you get to be an old dude like me, you know, then you're going to sit there and go,
I wish I
gosh.
would have done this.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that. Why didn't I do that? You know,
Yeah.
why didn't I take that chance? So I'm glad you're taking the chance.
It's now or never at this point, you know.
Heck yeah.
As old as I am, you won't let me say that, but
well, you're not very old. How's that? You know, the grand scheme
but
of
to
things,
be
you're just a kid still. How's that?
I
That's
think,
the key.
well,
Yeah.
I think to be a girl in the music, I think it matters more for women's.
You're probably right. Yeah, no, you're probably right, because there is a you know, for a guy, you can be an old crusty looking dude like Willie Nelson.
Yeah, and still be cool.
And still be cool. You're right.
If I walk out there with a long beard, I'm not cool. Chris Stapleton's cool.
Yeah.
He's young, but you know, these guys don't have to. It doesn't matter what they look like and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
or how old they are.
You look a lot younger than what even you are, and you're still just a young person at this point in time, really.
Well, you know? I appreciate that.
You are, but you look. If I don't even know how old you are, okay?
Oh.
But I would guess you to be younger probably than what you might be. How's that? Because the way that you talk, when women normally talk that way, okay, then they have this age, and even though you in your mind think, you know, what is she going to be, 35, something like that, okay? She thinks she's really old right at this point in time, but she's not even that, okay? So am I close at all with that number?
Was that your real guess, or were you just saying
No.
this?
You don't look any.
Cool.
You look like you're in your 30s at this point in time. So there you go. So I have no clue how.
So
old
in
you
your
are.
mind, I got about 15 years before I'm 50.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm 45.
Well, there you go. See, you're just a kid.
I'm not afraid to tell my age either,
right.
actually,
You're not one
because
of those guys.
no, not really,
Yeah.
because I mean, I've been playing a really long time too, and I think that matters right now.
Sure.
You know, well, not playing out because I quit here and there.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to quit again. That's not going to happen.
Well, that's the important part.
But I do feel like I have a limited amount of time.
Well,
but that's okay.
You have a limited amount of time only in how much time all of us have at that point in time. You know?
Well, sure.
And nobody knows that at this point in time, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, with your looks, okay, at your age, when you turn 60, you'll probably look like you're 45 or 50, you see, and then you've got, there you go, you're in great shape. I'm just telling you.
You're making me laugh, I'm sorry.
You got 20 years ahead of you still looking like a kid. How's that?
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Give me one of your own. Can you play one that Tina May wrote?
I can. Now I'm only going to do this. I just wrote it like 3 weeks ago, so hopefully I know it well enough. But I do want to do this on here because I know it's recorded and stuff. I wrote it about my daughter.
Okay.
She came over to visit me because, you know, my children's are out doing what they're doing. She's in nursing school, but she's like, Mom, there's just no nice way to say this. And I'm like, what, honey? She goes, your life is horrible. Like, what are you talking about? It just made me laugh. She meant it, though. She thinks I'm lonely, and you're out here all by yourself, and you know, all this stuff. And I mean, they're not little anymore. That's just the way it is, you know.
Sure.
So I kind of wrote a song about it because it was just so cute because she was so sincere. And I got the giggles because she was so sincere. So I decided to write a song about it. It kind of sounds like a gospel song.
Okay.
And I'll talk about that at the end of it. Oh, shoot. I need a capo for... Mama, you worry me. How can you be happy all alone? Don't you want a burly guy to take care of you? Don't you want a handsome man of your own? Well, baby, it'd have to be like Jesus, always patient. No, I forgot my words. Catch me when I'm falling, when I'm standing on the edge. I said, baby, it'd have to be like Jesus. Look aside from from all my sins. Well, I'm convinced I'll never find him. Well, I'll spend my time on whiskey and gin. She said, Mama, with big old tears in her eyes, how do you have a smile on your face? Don't you want someone to love, take care of you? It breaks my heart to see you in this place. Well, baby, he'd have to be like Jesus, always patient with no revenge. Catch me when I'm falling, when I'm standing on the edge. Well, I said, baby, he'd have to be like Jesus, look aside from all my sins. Well, I'm convinced I'll never find him. I'll spend my time on whiskey and gin. I'll spend my time on whiskey and gin. It's just a funny little song. Well, yeah, that was especially that part where I forgot my own words.
Well, there's happened every now and then. There's no doubt about that. So, has your daughter heard that one yet?
No. That's why I kind of wanted to do it. I thought, well, that'd be a funny song to do.
Yeah.
But it's just it sounded kind of gospel-y, and then I throw the whiskey and gin in there. And
yeah. That kind of takes it on a different path there at that point in time.
Yeah. I wanted it to be funny because she was so sincerely upset that...
How old's your daughter?
20.
20.
Yeah.
How old's your son?
Well, I have a 24-year-old.
Okay.
A 22-year-old, the one that's in the Army.
Okay.
He just got back to Hawaii, actually.
Okay.
And then there's Becca, and then Brianna's 18. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. 2 boys, 2 girls.
Wow, it's an even match right there, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah. It just happened that way.
Yeah, that's okay. Having 2 and 2, that's probably pretty good. Has it worked out well to have the 2 girls as the younger 2?
Yes.
That are still kind of around and in your life, and the other are the guys. I mean, one's
the boys.
Where's the other one? Is he close?
He lives in Ney. The other one does.
Okay.
But I get to see him from time to time. Where when we do talk, it's like diarrhea of the mouth.
Okay.
To keep up with him, he likes to race motocross. So that's a nice thing for a mother.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's.
But he's good at it. But there's always a nasty risk there that is hard to forget about. When they're doing it. But I don't want him to not dive into that either. Because I'm afraid of it. I want to encourage them do what you're afraid of. Well, he doesn't even act afraid. I'm afraid of it.
Yeah, that's the way those guys are.
Yeah, he's ended up in the hospital and everything else, but
yeah. But he's still racing.
Oh yeah.
And he's the older of the 2.
That's the older.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
right.
24.
24-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he works for the Ohio Lottery. That's his full-time job, and then he's got his little playtime. That's his playtime.
Well, good. I mean, that's fantastic. And the youngest daughter, then, what's she up to?
She'll be graduating this year. We actually, our entire family homeschools. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she's a fanatical artist. She doesn't get it from me because I'm stick people.
Okay.
But
all right. Yeah, you do it with music.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to try to help her find an avenue for that. I'm very dumb that way. So.
Okay.
Hey, if anybody on the radio here knows what you can do with art.
We have
Look me up.
I have numerous artists in my life. How's that? So that's not a problem whatsoever.
Hook me up to help her, figure out what to do. I'm going to be dead someday, so.
Yeah, no, that's easy to do. We can get her hooked up with artists. How's that?
That'd be cool. That'd be a wonderful thing.
That works out extremely well. Therapy session. You and John, are you playing anywhere here in the not too distant future?
I almost forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I have things to talk about.
Okay, well let's talk about them.
Okay.
We'll give you a little break for a minute.
That sounds good.
But then I'm going to make you play some more before you get out of here. Okay.
Okay, that's okay.
All right. So what are you up to? Where are you playing? What you doing? What are you and John doing now?
Okay, we're going to be playing at Sweetwater again. I don't know. I think we just played there when I was here the last time.
Exactly.
So yeah we're going to be there November 6th, I think it is. And we're doing that again. And we're actually going to be doing more of the Sam story out there, and more originals too.
Yeah.
And also he came up with this idea. I was gonna have him talk about it today. He's like, I don't know, is it a silly idea? But I don't think it is. He wants to do like Facebook Live bi-weekly at a specific time.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what, that's a really good idea, because I don't really have any music recorded that I want to put on my Facebook or website yet.
Right.
But this would be a good opportunity to just record music. At least people would at least see what our live show would be anyhow.
Exactly.
And then live renditions of what we will be recording, you know. So I thought it was a great idea, and then our wheels got turning. We thought, well, we could bring guests in. We already have guests lined up.
Do you really?
Yeah. Well, the first one is going to be Sandra Lee, who is my sister, who will not sing with me. And I'm like, Sandy, here's what John wants to do. Would you just, because I figure she doesn't want people to see her or something is why she won't sing with me. Okay. So I'm like, if you don't want to be like in the video, you could sing off to the side. At least I'd have harmony with me. I'm so used to having harmony. That's hard for me to, but I mean, I'm over that. But I really am excited to have her there. She was excited about it. I'm like, really? On the camera? She goes, yes. She goes, I think that sounds like fun. So she'll probably be the first one we bring out. Already, of course, asked Reikley. He'll do anything. Let's ask Mikey. He'll eat anything.
If you don't invite John, he will have his feelings hurt. There's no doubt about that. He'll just show up, and the next thing you know, you'll be playing, and the next thing you know, here's this guy come lumbering in with a guitar case, and he'll sit it down and pull it out with his uke or whatever, and he'll be part of the show. That's how John is.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Lee Warren is another one. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Amazing kid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pin him to write, but he's a busy. All the really, really good ones are really, really busy. So it's kind of hard. If I could get one song out of him, you know. I have words. I have a song I want to write, but I kind of would like him to help out coming up with the music and melody, maybe.
Talented man, he can really play guitar too. He's a wonderful guitar player and a wonderful voice too.
Yeah. He's got that bluegrassy thing that just bleeds into everything he does.
Yeah,
I love it. But any local musician that we know, I'm just gonna grab them and say, hey, do you want to go? It's a half hour. It'll be a half hour that we're gonna do.
Oh, I think it's a great idea.
Called therapy sessions, get rid of the winter blues, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. And Pete's going to be on the road. Like, I'm not going to have any of them for a couple months here soon. They'll be, and he might end up splitting away completely to where I'm not opening that anymore. I don't know. I mean, that's certainly a possibility.
Okay.
His album is doing really well, or his songs are doing really well. I don't understand all the internet music charts and things like that. Are you?
Kind of. Not really. No. I just. But this is all so new. I mean, that's the key. This is exactly where you need to go. I think with the Facebook and all those things. It's amazing. We've done quite a bit of Facebook Live. We took the radio station out and went to car shows this year.
I saw a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've seen some of those.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it mind boggles you because you put this little 5-minute clip up with some guy and his 1964 Roadrunner or whatever the heck it might be. Okay? Yeah. And you look at it and his goes, there's 8 people and there's 14 people and there's 35 people and you end up at 80. Okay. And then you find this guy who's got this black SS or whatever it might be, and you start looking down and there's 300. Well, there's 800. Well, there's 1,200. We're at 3,500.
Yeah.
Okay? And it just. They pass it from one to the other, and I think that this could be really something that would really catch on with what you're doing right now.
I'm glad you. Okay,
I love it.
Good. John will be glad to hear that because he's like, "Do you think it's stupid?" I'm like, "No, I really don't." You know, a lot of these musicians Facebook Live, but they'll do it on the fly.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully someone might be listening. And usually they are, you know, if they already have notoriety. But if you tell people, hey, we're going to do this at this particular time.
Yeah, they'll watch it and then they'll share it. And then the neat thing is you can go back and watch it later. And as the time goes, I mean, you know, they adds on and adds on and adds on.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, don't scrimp at all with something like that. I mean, set it up well, make sure it sounds good and all those kind of good things.
Yep, he's working on that right now.
Yeah.
September 21st is going to be the first one.
September 21st, the first one. What time?
9:30, and the reason being is because then his kids will be in bed.
Isn't that amazing how that works? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we can put on a show and he won't even have to leave the house.
Yeah.
You know, that's a wonderful thing about the social media and technology can be a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah.
But this is a really neat thing that.
Yeah.
Why not? You know.
Well, I think it's a wonderful idea, and I can't wait to watch that very first one. And I will, you know, I'll write it down and make sure people know that you're going that night too. Okay?
Oh, that would be nice. That would be fun.
No,
Thanks.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I think that'll be a good situation. And I'll finally get to see that John actually does exist.
Yes, he might show up to his own house because that's where it's going to be.
I can't really say that because I think I saw him at the Davy Farrell concert.
Okay, yeah.
Because he was playing with your niece. Is that
your
niece?
That's yep.
Okay.
Liberty Rose is Genevieve and Gareth Miller, and then Paul Burrows on drums.
Okay.
So that's Liberty. They're actually going to be playing at the Williams County Fair tomorrow. Fairgrounds. Is it the fair?
Yeah, it's the fair.
Oh, okay.
The fair's getting started tomorrow, actually. Yeah.
From 2 to 5, they're going to be there tomorrow. So
okay. All right.
I need to remember to say that.
There you go. Well, you've remembered. How's that?
I'm glad.
You're doing good, as they used to say. How's that? Huh?
Well, you're helping me with my brain cells too.
Well, you put a couple of them together and they work really well. You know, that's the key. You know, there's only one on this side of the mic and there's more than that on the other side, so it all works out well. But the one that I'm sporting right now really works well. It's a fighter, as they say. How's that? Huh?
That's good.
Okay. So are you playing at any location past the Sweetwater? What a wonderful gig that is to be able to go do that again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But are you at any of the Eagles or anything like that here in the next few months?
Therapy sessions is not, but here's the other thing I wanted to talk about is Pete Schlegel is playing at the Fayette Opera House next Saturday.
Okay.
That's September 16th, and that starts at 6 o'clock, I think.
Okay.
It's a ticket show.
Okay.
So people can get their tickets at brownpapertickets.com off the Fayette. If you look up Fayette Opera House, you can buy them right off of that website.
Okay.
Or call Tina Snyder at 419-237-2721.
Fantastic.
I needed to make sure I said that. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'll be opening for that show.
Okay.
And then the day before that is the Flat Rock Creek Fall Festival.
Okay.
In Paulding.
Okay.
So I'll be opening for that too at 6:30.
Look at that, Dan. You're out and about, aren't you, huh?
Yeah. There's more, but I don't have them. Those were the ones that I wanted to really plug.
Yeah, those are the ones that are right around the corner.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're pretty well booked for a while, the next few months. If they see either Tina May or they see therapy sessions or they see Pete Schlegel, they pretty much can associate you with any of those three opportunities.
Yeah, that's true. For now.
And then down the road, who knows what's going to happen?
I don't know. I'm not even going to surmise. I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Well, it's been, 6 months or so since you and I saw one another as far as on the radio. Yeah. And look how far you've come in that amount of time.
I just keep meeting people and running with it. I mean, it was just happenstance. The Pete thing was... Yeah. Because of Steve Hawkins, mainly, like Steve and I, we've been buddies for like 12 years.
Sure.
You know, we had a little lull there when I quit playing music, but I got hooked back in with him, and the Pete thing just kind of happened because we did a impromptu little bar show where we were just sitting around with our acoustics, and then I think it was like a week later, he's like, "Do you ever open for people?" I'm like, "Well, 10 years ago we opened for you, you know." It's been a while, but I could.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay." Then I didn't hear from him for 3 days, and he's like, "Pick which shows you want to open for." You know, his wheels are always turning, you know.
Steve's a wonderful musician, too. I like Steve, too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, well, give me another one here because we're about running out of time. It's
Are
10
we?
minutes before noon already. We've almost burned an hour up again.
Wow,
How's that? You wander in here and you say, "Okay, how are we going to do this. Yeah, I've had so many people come in and do the same thing. How are we going to fill up an hour? I don't know. But we've done 50 minutes relatively right now.
Oh, wow. I hope I said everything I was supposed to.
Well,
and I can't wait to talk to John.
And show him the video, too. How's that? Huh?
I hope he saw it.
Well, go up to Live from the Funderdome, okay, and he will see it. How's that?
Okay.
Tina May's my guest. We're going to put her back to work here.
Am I singing now, or?
Please.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do this song, Jolene, because Johnny made me do it. I didn't know how to play it. He made me do it at Cookies on Demand. And I went in there to see John Reichley play. And this girl came up to me and she goes, "Are you the Jolene girl?" And I'm like, I don't even know that song. So I went and learned it then. So. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. I can easily understand that you could easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can.
Yeah, wonderful. Tina May, our guest here, and we're wrapping up this hour. In fact, I've gotten, you know what, Tina, I've gotten messages here that I was not paying attention to. I got a message from John Reichley, who said he was playing at Sweetwater as well coming up, and to shut you up, he said, and make you play music is what he wanted me to do. He wanted you to stop talking and play music is what he basically wanted me to do. And I've had all kinds of folks that have been sending things here to me, and I'm not sure. We may... you never can tell what's going to happen here before the day's over. You never know. But there's a couple of folks, in fact, your brother sent me, and I just saw this one too, and I don't know whether he's going to call me or not, because he said, "Jim, this is Tina's brother. Not sure if she told you, but I suck, and I can't make the interview again." Okay. Says, "Not sure if you can do this or not, but I want to call, and don't tell her I want to surprise her on air on a phone interview." So this could be him on the telephone possibly right now. We're going to try here. Grab those headsets right there and put those on your head.
Oh, oh, that's so sweet.
Is this John? Hi, John. Hold on for just a second, buddy. I'm going to put you on.
Why don't I? Here.
All right, John. We're gonna put you on. Can you hear us now, John? Wonderful. Can you hear her? Hear John as well, Tina?
Yeah, it's really quiet.
So, John, you do honestly exist, is what I'm hearing right now. Oh, is that it? Yeah, she's a Shredder fan. You think so?
And that was Kristen that said that, right? Of course. You paybacks, John. Oh, there's a war going on now. He just
we're throwing down, John. You better come to defend yourself the next time she comes in here, okay? That's all I gotta say, because she's been telling stories about you all morning, and John, not many of them were very pleasant, I'll tell you. But we had to listen to her because she and you didn't show up. Well, I think so, John. If you caught the beginning of the interview, I would say if you didn't go watch it on my YouTube channel, go up to watch live from the Funderdome and see, because she kind of sold you out in a very very bad way, you know. And
yeah. I think you took care of that.
John, thanks for calling in, man. I'm going to make your sister play one more before I send her out of here. How's that? Is that okay? Oh, you bet, John. Thanks for calling. There you go. I missed that text. I appreciate him calling in here and being part of this thing. And I just
my gosh.
That. And so I sent him the number real quick, and I wasn't sure whether he would be able to call or not, but hey, we pull things off on the fly every now and then, just like that one. How's that?
I will tell you why that was so funny in a little bit. I thought we ran out of time, so
I've got about 4 or 5 minutes right now. Okay, we really are close to the top of the hour, but I'll tell you what, one more from Tina May would be just fine, and then we'll get you out of here. How's that sound?
Oh well, sure. I love John so much. I'm actually going to do a song that I think Reichly did last time he was here, but I think he had it on the ukulele, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I learned this one because of the a Cookies on Demand lady too. I can't remember her name. It's Candy somebody. But anyway. And this is a song John doesn't like to play anyway, so my John.
Summertime, living's easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. You spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, nothing can harm you. When mommy and daddy standing by. Summertime.
Yeah, Tina May. Thank you, Tina, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, man, it's always fun to have you. Anytime, you and John, bring John back here with you the next time, okay?
Yes.
Or leave him home, whichever he wants to do, you know.
I'm going to keep him right next to me.
Yeah, girl. There you go. I think that's probably a good idea. One last quick plug here for your therapy sessions Facebook, live Facebook show you're going to do.
Okay, that's September 21st at 9:30, and who knows what we're going to be doing to each other now, you know?
Yeah, this will probably be a very interesting show. 9:30 up on the therapy sessions Facebook page. Is that what it's going to be? Or will it
I
be?
think so. I mean, I'll put it even on Tina May Music also, and I'm sure we'll have family that's sharing it and everything. So that'll be fun. But I also don't want people to forget about the Pete Schlegel show next Saturday.
There you go.
At the Fayette Opera House.
Yep.
I think there's still tickets available, but I was told they're going fast. So good. That's a wonderful
Yeah, that's a
thing.
wonderful situation.
Yeah, yes, it is.
All right. Well, come back and see us again. How's that?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. It's right at high noon here on the Q 96.5 FM.
Is the mic off?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know why that was so funny?
No. Why?
The mic is off, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This may be something to take a look at.
Yes, ma'am. The mic is totally off.
Nothing's really breaking news after
You don't like Shredder all that well?
Virginia.
So weird.
No, I've had Shredder in here before. I know Shredder.
sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
he's a strange dude, isn't he? Well, that whole damn thing, because his wife supposedly has a kid with whoever the hell that was. Have you heard that story at all? Have you told that story?
has told me some crazy
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
And so John is constantly sending me, well, look at this, and
WayneCountyFairOhio.com. Now, when you talk about some of those events, don't forget we mentioned it back a few weeks ago when we were out at the Richland County Fair.
So for him to say that on the radio, Shredder has already
and the 20th annual Antique Tractor and Gas
Okay, all right.
I think he thought we were like
Thrasher Show, all going on at the Richland County
a booking
Fairgrounds.
agency.